Hello, my name is Scott for SBGaming and welcome back to Transport Fever Sandbox Edition. And in the last episode, we decided to head west this time around. We are connecting up McKinney and Cedar Rapids with, of course, the rest of the network. We did the work in McKinney last episode, set up a bunch of bus routes and bus stops, got some pretty good coverage on the town, set up the rail line for the industrial out to Cedar Rapids. And we set up this, I think, in the last episode, to supply, of course, McKinney with oil and fuel. So, yeah, about that. Now, what I want to do is continue on because, of course, we do have the Henderson, Phoenix, and McKinney line. That's running right now. Where is the train? The train is right over here. It has one passenger. It's only had, I'm thinking, was its yearly running cost? Running cost of $2.2 million. So it's most likely had a single month of, actually no, 2 months of. Alright, about that. 6 kilometers an hour. And coming into Phoenix. And we have no passengers for McKinney. That one looks like it's aging. I'm going to want to think about what I'm going to do as of 1994 for passenger rail, since, of course, the Alco PA will be aging out. There is, of course, options to run electrics, but I'm not sure if I necessarily want to run electrics. I may leave electrics for, of course, my European series. Of course, with that said, there is the Metro liner, which I've heard is fairly decent. And this is powering its way up the hill. That looks like one of my moguls. Alright, about that. And it has one passenger. Now, what I would like to do, we are going to too much curvature. We're going to put a depot right here. Oh, wow. Yeah, but that's a little ew. We're going to run this to about there. We are going to force it up on the flat. Because reasons. And I don't care if it costs a bit more. It's all good. Now I'd just like to level that off. Alright, about that. So that will allow me to, of course, add trains onto that line, or rather both of those lines. Now McKinney. McKinney has absolutely nothing except, well, it has a little bit of, actually has fairly decent coverage, about half the city, so that's not that bad. We have 6 people waiting here, but of course we need to add in some passenger travel. Now, commercial here, industrial there. Thinking this down to this. Alright, bet that. Now we are going to upgrade that. We are going to upgrade that and that. If we can, we are going to upgrade this. And now we want, we'll just go to Medium Street. And we want to go this way. Bother. Didn't want to do that. Alright, about that. Now we are going to put down some passenger stops. And so the plan is to have a loop going like this, and then another loop going like that. Throw a stop here. We're going to throw a stop here so that these don't interfere. We're going to put a stop here so that they can get on and off there. One there. One there. Then they split off. Put this one here. And we're going to put this one there. And of course, because this will inevitably expand. It's there. I'm going to throw that there. Throw this there. And yeah, I give people plenty of options to get on or off the tram. The idea being, of course, to encourage as much as possible line usage. Now we are going to 2, 3, 4. This is going to be bus, Cedar Rapids, tram, RT1, bus, Cedar Rapids, tram, RT4. Red, blue, and blue. Start with shirt. Start with this one first. And then we will do this one next. We're going to do 1, 2, go this way. Over here. And then back the other way. Alright, that is Cedar Rapids. We are going to put a tram depot. By trams. 1, 2, 3. I'll throw this on. Cedar Rapids RT1 and Cedar Rapids RT4. We are also going to do, I have Cedar Rapids to Ventura. Alright, I was planning to do that. Interesting. No, we want McKinney to Cedar Rapids. From here, all the way over to here. And we are going to put a road depot. And buy road vehicles. We're going to put a new flyer on the line. And this is number 23. So now we have McKinney and Cedar Rapids connected with buses. We have, of course, Riverside to McKinney. Someone already wants to take the bus. Now the question is number 22. Number 22. What is your route? No, you're not taking that route. Because that is a silly route. That is a really stupid route. I have... Do I have Phoenix too? Yes, I do. Phoenix to Riverside. Wow, 4-minute frequency, 214K. Nice. And do I have a McKinney to Phoenix? Although, with that said, I'd probably be tempted. No. Nope, we are going to be running. Okay, this is going to be a little awkward then. I'm going to be naming this 21B for reasons. Phoenix to McKinney. We're going to have this run to there, over to here. We are going to put a new flyer D40 on the 21B line. And we have one on that line already. Alright. We're going to let that tick. Although with that said, I am going to want to Large Country Road. We are going to say no and no. Now, one thing I would like to do, we're going to cross this over and bridge it. Now, if that said, that's a little bit too far. Sure. Although we are going to run that. And there we go. And there we go. So now, that line will run that way. From Riverside to McKinney. We have McKinney to Cedar Rapids, and of course McKinney to Phoenix. And this thing is struggling. 45 kilometers an hour. Yep, we will be getting you switched out very soon. Then I'll have to figure out what I want to replace you with. And this is my 102-year-old train. Nice. Yep, these have been running consecutively. I think this is one of my oldest ones here. 69 years old though. We have this one here, 81 years old. Okay. This one is 99 years old. No, there's one that's even older. If you can believe it. 60 years old. I think this is it. 102 years old. Okay, apparently it's either this one or the other one. But yeah, this is probably the original just because two wagons. Yeah, this one must be losing me a lot. Wow. Yeah, only 32 passengers. Only 37 or 40 of 80. Although with that said, yeah, McKinney is only a new destination. Already have Tampa, Cedar Rapids, 20 people. $54, nice. 48 of 48. Indeed, people are looking to travel. The people of McKinney and Cedar Rapids have, of course, been cut off from the network for a very long time. They've been denied the benefits of traveling because reasons. Cape Coral Construction Materials Plant, Henderson Chemical Plant, and Simi Valley Food Processing Plant are all reporting problems. That's having an issue with plastics. This has lots of plastics. It needs probably steel. Where is my TF Patterson Columbus? And actually I have 3 trains on the line. Patterson Freight, Gilbert Steel. This is hauling steel and construction materials. This is running construction materials. Construction materials planks. Aw, that's annoying. I don't want to run planks too. And there is the Airbus A320 and the GE E60C-2. And that looks like yet another electric. That is disappointing. The GE, 160 kilometers an hour. Very tempting. Although $10.4 million. Ouch. 1992. This better not be the only thing replacing the Alco. I don't really want to go electric just because I'll have to. The entire freaking network has to be. Wow. Yep. Yeah, we only have 2 more years with the Alco PA. So one thing I might want to do... Henderson, McKinney... Yeah, we're going to do it. Going to buy an Alco PA. And we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we are going to go... First of all, this is 114 passengers. We're going to clone it. And we're going to set it to the TP... Henderson to McKinney. Now, one thing I would like to do, if we are going to be losing the Alco PA, what I'm going to do, we are going to be upgrading it. We want rail. Tampa to Cedar Rapids. Nope. Goes to Simi Valley. You might as well do replace outs on these. Yep. We're going to do the Alco PAPB. And we are going to run 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to say yes and 25%. Set vehicle. We want the Alco PA PB. Seriously. And then the All-American Golden Sands. Yes, 25%. Same thing here. Alco PA. And the All-American Golden Sands. So that will get me however much of that is. If we were to buy trains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 190 capacity. So close to whichever one it is. Not that one. Not that. At least, where is it? No free seats, 200 passengers. Well, that's annoying. Can't really go above 305. Anyway, we are going to set this to the TP Henderson, or TBHS Henderson to Cape Coral. $189 passengers waiting. Although that said, how are you doing? Yeah, you did well in the first couple of years. Then you've been kind of sucking. You're not carrying anything. Well, that is unfortunate. You're bringing back some food. You're doing okay. Well, we have $2.2 billion. We can, of course, afford to finance these operations. And you're only 8 years old. Oh, wow. Well, we got one on the Simi Valley line. We got one on the Henderson to Cape Coral line. That was the one we added. We got one on the Phoenix to Waco line. And all the Toledo Simi Valley trains have upgraded. Say no and 100%. And this one and this one. Yep, that should upgrade. That upgraded. And that has upgraded. Phoenix Waco line is upgraded. Say no and 100%. Fortunately, I'm not going to be able to do anything with the Tampa to Cedar Rapids train. We're not going to be able to put Alco PAs on it. But we have a couple trains here. 8 years, 8 years, 8 years. That's rather unfortunate. I'm kind of hoping that these trains upgrade before the Alco PA disappears. Eight years, maybe gets 10 years by 1994. And how are we doing here? Got 38 sitting here, so we are going to buy 2 more. And we are going to put this on RF, McKinney Oil and Fuel. That will ramp that up. Please don't sit here and wait. If you are loaded, get going. And now, one thing I would like to do, we are going to run a main freight, although I'm going to have to connect this up. Yeah, but this. How am I going to connect this up? Actually, I am going to remove this. And now, how does that look? Could be worse. But it's fine. And there we go. And now what I would like to do is run a main freight line that runs from, I'm thinking Waco, Patterson, Gilbert, Riverside, McKinney, and Cedar Rapids. And what we are going to do, we are going to... Oh, nope. Force it down. And we're going to put a depot right here. By trains. We're going to go with an Alco PA, PB, and as many box cars as we can. And this is going to be a new line. We're going to go from here to here, there, Gilbert, and we are going to stop off at the machine factory here. We are going to stop off there and here. Or nope, not there. Over here. We're going to come back to Patterson. Going to come here. Over to Gilbert. Riverside. McKinney, and then backwards to Cedar Rapids. What this will of course do, and I was thinking what I should have done was connected Toledo, or rather Waco, up to the Simi Valley line that went up that way, but then I realized actually I was looking for a way to get plastics, I think, running this way, which is why I ultimately chose Toledo. But we have that main freight. Alright, so TF. I'm actually going to be renaming some of these. Oh, nope. This we are going to name TF. TFM. TFM. Waco. To Cedar Rapids. And this is going to be that color. Do we have another main freight line? Toledo Gilbert Goods. Yep. TFM. for our main freight. Waco stone slag, Waco fuel, Tampa planks. Patterson Columbus steel is kind of a not really a mainline freight. It just goes between Patterson and Columbus with a few stops along the way. Not that. Gilbert iron and coal. Oh, this is only losing me 221k. Columbus to Tampa fuel. What's going on here? Oh, bother. All right, what's going on? Why? Why? Please tell me why? Oh, this is stupid. Why? It was running so fine. Head on desk. Oh no. No, don't go. Oh wait, never mind. That's fine. Although with that said, oh seriously. You are going to have to go back the other way. Yeah, I need to do something about this. This is too this is too wanky. Now, is this going to go? Okay, now it's going to go. Alright, well, I'm going to toss that then. Yep, we're going to change this up. We're just going to add the yeah. Just should have done this a while back. Can I do a crossover? Yes, I can. Right there. And that is now going to go into this line. Yep, that's how it should be. Although with that said, this red line, it should actually come over into here. Is there any way to... Yep, if I waypoint it. Visible. Alright, so Columbus Freight, add station, kind of. And I want it to come over through here. Then we're going to have it... Actually... Nope, I'm going to want to do that one next. Alright, perfect. And actually, the Clum's food line decided to change itself. Actually, at station, I want it to come through this one. No. Nope, can't do that. Is there any way to... I need to get this one over here. Like that. Yep. So this one goes this way, this goes that way, this goes that way, that goes that way, this goes that way. Perfect. The most convoluted interchange I've done. Anyway, at this point in time, what I'm probably going to do is take a break here. And we'll let that run. How are we doing up here in Cedar Rapids? Well, we have 15 people that want to go on the Tampa to Cedar Rapids line. And we got 4 people. How are we doing over here in McKinney? We have 41 for the Tampa to Cedar Rapids line, 20 for the Henderson to McKinney line. I wouldn't be surprised if most of those 41 want to go in that direction. But yeah, about that. But we do have a new main freight line running between Cedar Rapids and Waco that will connect up a lot of goods. We got food being produced over here, although we are going to of course need to get food. If we take a look at road, actually, where does the... It comes in right here. And then gets shifted down to here. Alright, perfect. What I'm going to do is throw a couple trucks on the RF line. And... RF... Waco RT1. Oh wow, yep. And we got a lot parked here. The Waco fuel line. And yeah, this is going to be the last thing I do. Just because paying attention to it right now. We got 3 trains, 7-minute frequency. You know, I kind of want to ramp this up to set vehicle. Alco PA, PB. And then as many tank cars as possible. And we are going to say yes and 25%. Patterson Columbus Steel, we're going to do the same thing. And yeah, what I'll probably be doing off screen is basically doing exactly this. Patterson Columbus Steel is state cars. But we'll just do this one at the moment. There we go. Yes, and 25%. There's just one to upgrade, but I will do the rest off screen. Anyway, thank you for joining me for this episode of Transport Fever Sandbox Edition. Things are coming along. We're heading out to the west. We got Cedar Rapids and McKinney connected and all that. We have a bunch of other stuff. We have a ton of construction materials here. We have just a ton of stuff everywhere. And we have a lot of passengers over here. Wow. Norfolk. 436 for Henderson to Cape Coral. 195 for Tampa to Cedar Rapids. Anyway, thank you for watching. My name is Scott for SBGaming. And as always, have a good day.